100% win rate that is Gyrocopter.
Place down Observer Ward. They caught a glimpse of Handsken, so they should know there is Observer Ward. At least they're picking it out. If they place Sentry in between those Observer Wards, they're gonna get a D Ward. Still smoked for a couple of seconds, Seb.
Oh.
You can't improve until you make mistakes.
Yeah.
Kitrak hits him with the Gaben voice line in the old chat. There was a Watcher that has been taken by Alliance, so...
I've been told that Gaben voice lines are the most toxic, apparently, these days.
They're good voice lines.
You can't improve until you make mistakes is definitely a good one. So Seb's standing tall, standing forward. Nothing taken yet by Pablo in terms of what he wants to skill up. And it's going to be 2 bounty runes apiece. Going to have to keep an eye here on this bottom lane. See how safe Yuragi is on this Drow. Not the Drow Arcana. For someone who I feel like plays Drow a lot in pro games. A little surprising.
Maybe he prefers this set for some reason. There are players that prefer, certain sets. Let's see how this lane's gonna go. That's all eyes in this bottom lane, and they're already playing aggressive. Pablo, tag team, Starbreaker, Kitrak down to half HP. Kitrak making adjustments, starting with Ring of Protection.
Yeah, early Ring of Protection, some Frost Arrows coming through on Yuragi. By the way, I took a look. Yuragi's wearing the boots of the Arcana, and that's it.
Doesn't have full Arcana.
just bought the boots. A little bit of an exchange up at the top lane, as well as in Aether Remnant grabbing onto this little Shrek. Mid lane, not really seen a lot of Void Spirits, but how does this matchup go for Biziem?
So far, so good. It seems like he's CSing nicely. With the point and dissimulate, maybe at level 4 you can dodge the stun, but we can see stun landing right now. ChYuan, he's very comfortable on Leshrac, that's for sure. And I've seen him put multiple points in Lightning Storm. By multiple, I mean 4. And this is the lane that we mentioned during the draft, that it's going to be a killer lane for Alliance. Gonna work much better. Pablo. Again, thinking about snatching the creep wave, dragging it closer to the tier 2 tower. This is the second time.
He'll try. He might need some damage from Kitrak, so this is an interesting spot for him to be in while Yuragi's taking some damage from S4. He doesn't have any more mana. Eventually, Kitrak gives up on doing as much damage to Pablo there.
If they had mana on S4, I think they dive underneath the tower. Glyph was unavailable. It comes at 3 minutes, but I could see them diving the tower with the heroes that they have. Pablo's still level 1, giving some extra levels to S4.
Man, Biziem just unable to avoid these stuns. CSing as best he can in the moment, 13-2, so he is ahead of the Leshrac, though, despite the fact that he is eating the damage on these stuns. I haven't really talked about top lane, but I expect DM to kind of feel safe with the Firestorm, but only 7 CS in the moment.
Seb is in the jungle, stacking just a big camp for now, while they're making a move. Trying to steal this Lotus. Yuragi will get it.
Little Hammer, ooh, actually using it to go the other way towards Yuragi. He's got that level 1 in the Gust. Throwing some Frost Arrows from the low ground. Kitrak doing some damage, and Pablo's gonna die here. I believe to the Blood Grenade at the end of the day, and they get a kill with Yuragi on the low ground of that, and a good job splitting up, having that early level in Gust, stopping him from getting jumped on and killed.
That's not just what saves him there, but it also what gives them the kill.
It's definitely a big moment to survive, because Drow feels like one of those heroes that is quite fragile. Celestial Hammer again. you talked about not wanting that level 1 in the Starbreaker, and now, of course, level 3, you got the 1-2 build with Celestial Hammer, doing quite a bit at that second level.
Got it.
It's a lot of damage. Level 2 Celestial Hammer is insane amount of damage if you can keep them inside.
Seb?
Alliance making a move in the top lane. Handsken might go for it.
He's got the Flame Break, but the Earth Spike lands. Handsken thinking about throwing a Blood Grenade, and that's it. Doesn't go for anything more, and DM just kind of focusing on this stacked big camp, but the Flat Cannon is going to help Charlie just farm that up. We'll see what he does in terms of Crystallis moves, because he's saved up 1,000 gold and has those Blades of Attack.
Yeah, it's gonna be Crystallis. But also this is the magic one plus Crystallis. We've seen the Hawk in the first game that we covered today. Just straight up Crystallis, nothing else.
Snowball? Shards?
Ooh, shards off the mark.
With a charming
Now
personality.
that might have been a kill if they were able to land those shards and keep them from getting under the tier 1 tower. Unfortunately for them, a little bit short, and stops them from keeping that aggression on. And every time this Drow lives, it just makes things feel a little bit better for Yuragi.
Yuragi's CSing okay in this one. Not an easy lane for him by any means, but buying all the small items. Like this is a casual fluffy hat, which could make the difference. Holding the Healing Lotus, Magic Wand, which he's gonna turn into Falcon Blade.
Celestial Hammer, there's the Gust once again. Yuragi in trouble.
Handsken is here.
And S4 low, but Yuragi dies. There is no trade until the tower takes it, but Kitrak dies as well.
Oof, Seb was making a, or at least trying to make a move onto the mid. ChYuan very low on HP. Lands a stun. Where's Rune gonna be? It's gonna be top. That's a shield rune.
Held by Seb. So that'll be there to refill the bottle of Biziem.
Money changes hands.
Right now, just 3-2 for the moment with a little bit of a lead for Alliance. You see Seb maybe wrapping around and finding an opening. Need to be careful here for Yuragi over in the bottom lane. He picked up that early Falcon Blade, and he's got that Wraith Bam, but you can see the way Pablo and S4 are positioning themselves. They're not afraid.
They're going in again.
They use that Snowball, and Starbreaker drops down. They're going to try and TP in the Lion. They've got Handsken coming around with the Firefly. Earth Spike was used. Blood Grenade as well as the Flame Break. Yuragi's in trouble again. The shards are thrown out, and they'll end up getting another kill on him, and Seb's next. Under the tower, they don't care. Fairy Fire, though, might keep him alive as he's able to juke through the trees. It's away from S4, but Kitrak, he'll end up dying. He goes into the hands of Handsken. There's the Celestial Hammer, and all 3 heroes die on the side of OG.
Handsken's making a difference. This first rotation kind of offset the whole lane, and now he comes in one more time. Seb was ready with the TP, but didn't manage to do much. Like, they couldn't get any return kills whatsoever other than Pablo. And this is going to be a tower now. S4 off to a great start.
Do you think about just leaving DM by himself? Shrek, get BZM. No, he can't. He'll end up dying himself, so they take out the Lesh. They look over at Pablo. They'll keep this Void Spirit alive. Not a lot of health or mana remaining, but really wants to sit here and be greedy on this creep wave.
S4's getting a lot of levels.
Kitrak?
He's level 6 right now, so they have Solar Guardian available.
Oh, Aether Remnant Snowball might be 2. Earthspike before he dies picks up an Arcane Rune. So he'll have some sips on the bottle, turns this around, goes after this Tusk and gets the kill on a Pablo.
He's baiting him.
BZM
BZM.
gets the Resonant Pulse. He'll be fine. Oof. And they really wanted to get the kill on the BZM, but that Arcane Rune coming in clutch.
Biziem using Astral Step to jump over them and then pick up the rune 2 times in a row. S4, he wants some kind of a setup. He wants any stun, Ice Shard, Snowball, so he can land his Solar Guardian OG needs to be aware of that. Again, Alliance winning the laning phase. Like, if one thing I've been impressed the most so far throughout the qualifiers is that Alliance, they improved so much when it comes down to laning.
By the way, Gyro has a 1,000 net worth lead over Yuragi, so he's in the jungle here just trying to farm, stacking efficiently, trying to get as many creeps as he can, but you can see it's Treads Midas for Yuragi on the list.
Gyro farms so much faster. He's level 8, Drow Ranger is level 5. She needs that marksmanship, she needs that extra damage coming out from her ulti. Handsken getting initiated on.
Yeah, good air spike with the Hex and the Astral Steps will kill off this Bat Rider. Yuragi was coming over maybe even to snipe a last hit, but DM, he might be caught. Snowball, level 6 is not available for Tusk, but it's not going to matter with a level 8 Charlie throwing that Rocket Barrage on him. Only level 1, but has the damage of the Crystalist too to get that kill onto the Underlord.
This should be the tower for Alliance. Charlie's farming way too much.
You're playing any game of professional Dota and you give up Gyro thinking you can beat it. Well, right now it's looking good for Alliance.
Radiant's top tower.
Teams might need to really rethink that approach. As S4 just continuing to farm, he's going into the Spirit Vessel this time. Last game he went into the Blade Mail. Shards on Kitrak. Pablo's still not level 6. One creep away from it, but they do have level 6 on the Bat Rider, so Lasso becomes a part of this game. Seb on the run, but the Snowball is there, and they've got the Solar Guardian that will drop down onto Seb, and they'll get the kill.
Alliance.
This is going to be a tier 1 mid.
Bringing in numbers every single game I see them play. They're pretty much playing 4 as 4 for a whole 15-20 minutes. Then Charlie's gonna join, and he might join slightly faster in this one considering the amount of farm that he has.
Boy, yeah. Aether Remnant's not in a good spot. Now they go to the Celestial Hammer with the Walrus Punch and the level 6 for Pablo. They get the kill on the Kitrak. They'll take him out. The Astral Step looking for this Tusk. Fingers there to blow him up. So they get a stack, they get a kill, they see S4 TP out. Wait. Almost. I was looking for that Aether Remnant to get the catch. This is starting to open up a little bit of space for Yuragi. He wants to get to the Midas. S4 is still sitting down here, but Falcon Blade has the treads. Maybe he can start to catch up a little bit. Still just sitting at about 1,200 gold behind. And Celestial Hammer will try to take that CS away from the Drow. They're also bringing 2 heroes over in Biziem as well as Kitrak. So they're trying to get a kill on an S4, and taking out this 6-1 and 2 Dawnbreaker is going to be some good gold. Gus, the silence, the chance of getting out is slim.
Like, he picked up the
Trying
Lotus.
to pick up a Lotus. One shot, but the Blood Grenade, a little bit of a toss there from Kitrak will get the kill while Seb over in the mid lane is dying.
That was a nice play. Almost
Has fallen.
got him through all this damage coming out from them, and the Spark of Courage providing him with extra armor when he's up 50% HP. That could have been massive. Like, this is a really cool play that he did. In the end, he dies, but they also managed to get the kill in the mid lane, so plus the tower. So
I have a question. Is 7 armor for a tier 1 neutral too much?
the Spark of Courage is just too good of an item. This is like Fairy's Trinket when it was released. It's still a good. Fairy's Trinket is still in a good spot. It's just that other items are also
Snowball,
good.
Solar Guardian jumping in onto DM. They'll also use the lasso, and like you said, they love rolling as 4. That's exactly what they do to get this kill onto this Underlord.
Handsken's getting a lot of farm. The most farm
he-
hero.
he's-
When it comes down to supports, has Tumbler's Toy to get closer to people and going for the Blink Dagger. So eventually you will pick it up, and then you'll have this combo that we've seen. Drag people into Gyrocopter, Leshrac, or just a setup for Dawnbreaker to come with that ulti. So Midas is online. It's not online yet. We haven't seen it being used, but it's being delivered. This is like when you order
Same
something
day.
from Amazon, and then like immediately you check if it has been shipped when it's arriving.
Problem is, then it comes broken 2 times. Definitely didn't happen to me recently.
Broken Midas. Imagine if you can't use it.
It gets dropped on the way of delivery. Gosh. So Hurricane Pike's the idea for Yuragi next, and then the Aghanims to give that hypothermia. You can see Biziem, DM, and Seb combining to take an Ancient stack. Well, Seb, I believe, yeah, he's got that Blink Dagger, so they're going to group up. I don't think Yuragi's going to be a part of this. I think he's just, going to the triangle. TP'd while they were kind of grouping together. And Kitrak just trying to find some farm. He's got that early medallion, trying to grab himself that Solar Crest. So can they find anything? Can they put some pressure on? Take a tower finally for the side of OG as this net worth lead starts to get higher and higher for Alliance. And like you said, it's because Gyro just farms so much quicker than Drow and is maintaining about that 1,000 to 1,500 net worth lead above the Drow Ranger.
We can see Kitrak drawing on minimap, but it's like not sure what it is, but they can be anywhere. Right now, Yuragi's farming underneath the enemy observer ward. He's been underneath the whole time, so he might get punished. Handsken, no Blink Dagger yet, but there is Blink Dagger on Pablo.
Charlie circling where he saw some heroes. And this ward here for Handsken has quite some time left.
Oh, Charlie's showing.
But is that too dangerous enough? I mean, he's kind of drawing them in.
Solar Guardian, like that's why he can maybe afford to play slightly more aggressive. Rest of the team is connecting.
Pablo, Endless Track. So level 1 of the Assimilate, that's a long cooldown, but sticks with him. This is a Blink Dagger on the Tusk early on. That's something we saw from Pablo playing aggressive Rocket Barrage, and now Biziem can't get out. Did not have another Astral Step for 5 seconds, and it's the Leshrac who gets the kill there. The silver lining is, yes, that you've got some farm being built here on the Drow, but Biziem being silenced in this game at that point and becoming the lowest net worth core.
There's a lot of catching up to do for OG. There's Drow Ranger with Hand of Midas. She needs like one big item for now. It's just the Falcon Blade. Alliance doing a very good job maintaining vision on the map, which is going to give them another kill here. All they need to do is get a jump.
Seb. Oh. Blink. Oh, blink. Blink, blink.
Oh, hell
Avoiding
yes.
Pablo's aggression,
Sorry to disappoint you. Sorry to
which he is just not afraid to do. And this is kind of what we were expecting from Pablo in game number 1. But with this Tusk and this early blink, he's been able to really execute it a lot more, especially with the way Alliance is playing as a 4-stack, waiting for Char to get his farm.
And speaking of stacks, Handsken making another big stack of Ancients that Charlie is going to farm.
Ags Crystal is going into the BKB. That might just be the timing there for the Gyro. Now exceeding what was that line of marker of 1,000 to 1,500 net worth ahead of the Drow.
I love this item on Gyro. Specialist Array with Flak Cannon. It's so good. It's like having a budget Flak Cannon.
Bottom lane, they're going. They've got the Hex onto the Bat Rider, but look how quickly they take out Seb. There's nothing he can do in that. And they were looking for more. It's only a support that dies, but they're putting pressure onto the tier 2 bottom after. I'll have to wait for him to be back alive to maybe have a response to this. Biziem constantly using these Astral Steps to farm up, and he's sitting over in the top lane at the moment, still trying to get his hands onto a Yasha going into the Manta style.
I think we might see all of 3 wards from Alliance that they just placed to go full duration, that they're not going to get dewarded. These are wards in not the common spots, so they might get the full value out of it. Philosopher's Stone, found by Kitrak. He wants to get some farm. It's being pinged out. Biziem is like, it's on the top, but this little hill, okay, he gets it.
There it is.
Had to use Astral Step.
D-ward. It's a utility spell.
Money changes hands.
It's all fine and dandy. So Dragonlance finished for the Drown at level 12. I'm keeping a big eye on Yuragi with how much his game's kind of teetering on the edge. But while he's farming, Roche is the idea for Alliance.
That's something that we did talk about during the draft. You have Tusk, you have Gyrocopter, who's super farmed between 15 and 20-minute mark, and with multiple points in tag team, they have enough to bring it down. There's not going to be any contest from OG.
So this is about the lead that Alliance had in game number 1, right? Obviously, they were against the Gyro prior. So it'll be interesting to see how they approach this second game.
It's going to be more of like high ground defense for OG. They might go, or at least try to go for pickoffs. The problem is there's Dawnbreaker with Solar Guardian Pipe, so you need to like burst them, maybe reposition them out of that Solar Guardian so the stun doesn't connect. The thing is, you don't have repositioning tools. Like you can't, maybe like Remnant, which is a slight pull, but it's not the best one.
Game piking a little bit, but they get the lasso on a Seb, and this will be another kill onto the line. Seb unable to escape the grasp of a lasso around you. He's picked up that Gossamer's Cape. He's also got the trusty shovel on the lion, but now they've got some vision on the BZM. Assimilate going out of the low ground. Celestial Hammer thrown down, and they've got the shards blocking, and Kitrak goes to the Earth Splitter, but this is only going to hit onto the Tusk. He's just basically becoming a body to get the attention on, so BZM can get out of this one.
Look where Yuragi was farming, near the enemy outer ring of Ancients, and now he's going to TP to his own.
He's got the Hurricane Pike and going into the Ags next.
They need that Ags. I think they're just going to dodge the fights until he gets that Aghanim Scepter to counter the Bloodstone, healing from the Dawnbreaker. Gyro will have like one extra item at that time, maybe even two, depending how the next fight's gonna go. I see AC on Gyro, not your traditional item, but you're playing into Drow Ranger and ET, so you want to build some armor, so that's a good way of thinking. Maybe like Dawnbreaker can't get it later on, but if they want to hit an earlier timing, I'm fine with that.
See how this goes. 6,000 net worth lead, and Wisdom Rune is available on the Radiant side. Might just give that over to Yuragi so he can get some more levels going. 2-man, now 3-man smoke.
Seb is a ward. He's on the top of the hill.
I am the ward. He sees the stack. Photosynthesis. He takes in the sun, and yeah, he's top. Him and BZM, I don't know if they can really combine to get the kill. Now they're invading. They're going over past the tier 2 tower. They've got the lasso. It's going to be on a Kitrak. Pit of Malice is down, but the call down, the flame break, and the homing missile with the flat cannon, the damage, and Pablo coming in, but from the high ground, this is some damage coming out from the Drow. Not enough with the Solar Guardian. They use the finger. Oh my God, he still can't kill him. The pipe is going to keep him alive, and now they're going to blink in. They've got the Leshrac, but the Hurricane Pike from the high ground. Yuragi, not a lot of mana remaining on him, and not a lot of defense remaining either, as they just walk away on Alliance.
That finger healed him. It dealt no damage whatsoever. Seb, Hex available in a couple of seconds. They need to get some damage, otherwise he's gonna blink out, and they'll get whatever they can. Any kind of kill for OG right now is good. They're farming, they're delaying the game, not allowing Gyrocopter to push the high ground with his huge amount of farm that he has, and also ages for 1 minute and 20 seconds.
And only 1 minute 20 left on that. He's going to the AC next, so not the butterfly that we normally see, or finishing off Daedalus, or going Satanic. Well, we'll be AC next for Gyro. Ooh, this is a move here from DM. Can it work out with BZM showing up? Pulse Nova doing some damage, but just not enough.
This is massive.
Good gold for BZM.
500 gold just for him. Want to see what the next item is going to be on him. Whether he wants to like buy some extra stats because he is Universal Hero after finishing off this Manta style. Maybe like Scotty. I wouldn't mind seeing Scotty. And there it is. Just
he's got queued up.
Yeah, because healing. It's all about reducing that healing.
Hoping to reduce that healing. Seb, you know, he's been picked off a couple times recently, but he's still the highest farm support. He has somehow kept his way.
Trust the shovel.
Yeah.
Has
Every
Gossamer
time
Cape in his backpack. It's a good item, but doesn't save you from initiation from Tusk. Walrus Punch does have True Strike, so can't dodge that one. But against Gyro, it could keep you alive.
Yeah, the bats will know we're still here.
What's Yuragi doing on this Ags? He's got the point booster. He's 900 gold away from him.
Scanning.
With the way they converged in that last fight for Alliance, if the Ags was available on Yuragi then, things could have gotten pretty shaky. Lasso on a Seb, holding him within the Solar Guardian. And they will get that kill. Even BZM big Seb.
is like, okay, buy slightly more time. We need that Ags, we need another item on Void Spirit, and then we're gonna be good to go. I know it says 7k gold lead for Alliance, but if they go for the high ground like that one more time, chances of OG winning a fight are really high. Kitrak gets that shard from Tormentor, lowers the cooldown on the Echo Stomp, and then you can like swap position on the sleep, which is really good. Getting on top of Gyro, like post BKB and just getting on top of him so the Drow Ranger can deal the damage. This Drow, like, she's catching up.
Well,
You can't really expect her to have the same amount of farm as Gyrocopter, considering that he had like 2-3 deaths in the laning stage.
It's a little bit of that rounding up going on that we like to do.
It's 4k. That's not much.
Is it?
I think in a game like this, it really isn't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Situationally, sometimes the numbers are different. I agree with that.
Is under attack.
I love the icon for Move Astral Spirit. That shard. It just looks like
is under attack.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, Pac-Man's to the right. 2 Pac-Mans to the right side.
Yeah. That's it. Like I don't really understand that one.
Under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So, tier 3. I mean, this is what gyros do.
Are fortified.
Ooh.
Dire's top tower.
Silence. BCM is going to be ready to jump in with an Aether Remnant, and he gets the catch. They've got the Pit of Malice. And there's the Force Staff being used by Handsken to get Charlie some distance.
Seb, he's outside. He's doing his own thing.
He's got this Cobalt.
Checking Roche. That's his job. He wants to check if Roche is going to respawn. He's pinging it out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not available. Potentially 8 seconds, though. For Seb, though, it might end up being another 2.5, right? If somebody's waiting there, it's usually a high cooldown.
Minute and 40. He TP'd in. Pablo might find him. Ooh, it's gonna be Earth Splitter. Seb's Deforestation almost killed him. Multiple TPs immediately. That's a rainbow TP. 4 of them to the tier 2 tower top.
Radiant are
This still isn't like that bad of a potential fight for OG, though, right? Like, if they can get the right positioning towards Roche, I would say the winner of this next fight has full control of the game. If it ends towards an Aegis.
Yeah, they would definitely love to have Scotty for the next fight, but he's 2,000 gold away. Drow Ranger, at least he hit level 18, so marksmanship is level 3.
50,
they
50.
see him here.
So 50-50 on the Dota plus. 51-49, but see how the positioning works out here, what they're going to be looking for. Biziem and Illusion, and it will be hit with the Rocket Barrage. They're going to be jumping S4 while they're focused on that Illusion. BKB gets popped by the Lestrak. They go to this Walrus Punch as well as the Snowball that comes across. They lands on a Seb with the BKB. They pulled in the Lestrak. They'll get the kill on a Seb. He does have buyback. Solar Guardian, Earth Splitter's going to be thrown down. He's going to slam on a nothing, though, with the Solar Guardian. BZM retreating a little bit from the fight, maybe resetting.
DM is alone.
Staying out of the front lines for the moment, but that allows them to go into DM. He is pretty tanky. He's got this pipe, will pop it. Now the lasso Snowball comes across, it hits on a 3. Charlie cleaning up. Oh my, 4 heroes down to the side of OG, and this will be Alliance's fight as they clean it and clean house and will look for Roche.
They were really like caught off guard with the lasso, with these shards and the punch from Tusk. Lestrak in front of their faces, Bloodstone, BKB. They don't feel comfortable fighting into him. There's just not enough, and this Roshan belongs to Alliance. Charlie will pick it up. You can feel the difference that AC provides for the team, getting that extra armor for the whole team. They get the jump, but immediately jump from Lestrak in the middle of them. They're very tanky. Like, they have multiple ways of saving people with these Lotuses, Snowball save, 4 staffs that they have. And the Drow Ranger, I was watching Yuragi. He doesn't feel comfortable. He just used the multi-shot that didn't connect onto anything. And that's your damage. Like, this is like your damage needs to hit. And this fight is already over. As soon as DM is isolated, I believe he did not have buyback available there. Seb used his buyback, and then the fight's completely over. They just explode.
Yeah. A triple kill and taking those 3 heroes out simultaneously for Charlie. And we have talked about what Gyro does. He wins fights like that and then gets another item.
Got it.
So, EZM wants the Scotty pretty badly, but
It doesn't work that way. If you want, like, if you type it in the old chat, I want this Scotty real bad.
Well, I was going to say still some time away from it, though. The sentence wasn't over. I just hiccuped.
That was lame.
2,800 gold, by the way, for Yuragi. Let's see what he wants next. 17 camps stacked. It's the record.
He's been putting in the work. Every single time there's no lasso, he's stacking. That's XP, that's gold for him. Gold out of nothing, 17 camps. This is insane. That's like 20, 25, 27 total for Alliance. This is like what makes the difference.
Man, I mean, that is a lot of gold to be had when you're stacking that much, right?
Still can't believe
up. They've got the Sages ready to go.
Yeah, Lion didn't use ulti on Charlie once. I was so ready to say Charlie bit his finger, but there's been only 2 ultis, like the one on Pipe, but that one didn't do anything. Maybe they picked it just for that purpose, because they saw Gyro, immediate like Lion response in the second phase.
16,000 net worth lead. OG trying to hold on here, but they've got the lasso, and that's going to be a start on DM, who's taking a lot of damage. He felt tanky before, but they blew him up pretty quickly.
In the middle of 5 heroes with tag team, no one is tanky unless you have some kind of evasion. These barracks are completely gone. They're going to glyph it.
Interesting. Backdoor, though. It is gone. Yuragi just can't find comfortable positioning at all. Standing anywhere close opens you up to Pablo just blinking in and hitting you with that Walrus Punch, right? And controlling you up.
We talked about Specialist Array on Gyro. Of course, he found Defiant Shell, which is even a better version. So you have like Flax running around, Side Gunner, Defiant Shell whenever you attack him.
Scotty finally finished off for BZM. He's going into the Ags next. That's far ways out. But S4, he picks up his Ags. And that will be coming his way. I mean, the Ags Solar Guardian is so strong. I don't really think OG have the damage to beat through that healing. So the fights now have to be very, like, two-parter for OG almost.
Yeah, it's also 60% evasion, so good luck dealing with that, dealing damage. It also lasts forever. Then he shows up with Pipe, Lotus Orb. It also goes through, like the stun goes through debuff immunity. So no, one of the reasons why Dawnbreaker is highly contested so far in TI qualifiers. Aegis is up for another 2 minutes. OG, they need to be together so the flag deals more damage. Now, they can't allow to just get caught off guard. Every single time someone is outside of the base, Handsken will drag them into the middle of the team and they disappear.
Radiant are scanning.
He holding on for dear life here in his second game, but Alliance holding on for dear life in terms of the series down a game. Not wanting to let this one slip between their fingers.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Gyro also on pace to just keep that 100% win rate. That's for sure.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That's good. D-ward up over in the triangle. Yuragi hit that level 20, so he's got that plus 25% multi-shot damage. But again, standing your ground, throwing the multi-shot is not easy for him.
It's something. He tried to send the courier to the side shop, but couldn't get to it.
Dire's middle
The rest of the Alliance members are already there. Would definitely love to have this Lincoln so he can't get kicked, he can't get stunned. He's okay. His courier's damaged. Yeah, you can see that cool doggy or Doge, the name of his courier, did a job and delivered the Lincoln Sphere. So no lasso, no kick later on, which is being built by Pablo.
Yeah, that repositioning of the kick is so frustrating to deal with. His Aegis is going to expire, though. So we'll see how patient Alliance are going to be. We see a lot of the times these teams become very patient. And Seb's going to be caught. Walrus Punch is there. They'll get the kill. DM just went forward, and now he's blocked in via the shards. S4 comes in with that Ags upgraded Solar Guardian, and the shards stay up for a long time to stun up DM again. Charlie's not even in the fight. Here's Splitter comes through, and Charlie's going to blink in. They've got the Astral Step with the BKB being popped. They go after Yuragi. Now, Walrus Punch again on a DM. He'll finally fall. He has buyback. BKB will be down on Charlie, but that's still a win for Alliance.
Charlie got there worried for a second. They need some kind of a backup when BKB is down, a snowball save, a force staff. So he tried to back off. It was still like not really a good fight for OG. They're holding the high ground, but if they overextend, maybe underneath the tier 2s, like tier 3s, tier 4s even, XP rune will be picked up by Pablo. So that gets snatched.
Gets him to level 18, so he's got the level 3 on the Walrus Punch. They're also going to pick up this Tormentor. So now he's also got Shard.
This is the only shard that does amplify the shard. Like, shard for the shard.
Yep.
It does. Biziem
Sometimes
got
I
it.
purposely try to hold back laughing from your jokes, but I couldn't keep that one in. Biziem, what are you saying? He's almost got that axe.
Oh, very close to it. That's gonna be...
Is that gonna be enough though? Like, is the silence... It's double resonant impulse, but...
He needs to survive long enough to get like multiple of those. Like, because what Alliance wants to do, blink lasso, blink punch, blink kick in 2-3 minutes, just kill off the target immediately. Because they have enough damage. Like, Void Spirit, sure, you're universal with all these stats that you build, Scotty, Echo Saber, Manta style, you are tanky, but they bring you down. Like, one tag team, one lasso, in the middle of them, you're gonna die.
Biziem losing his courier, but it was not holding anything, so it's not going to be like he's waiting for this Ags when he gets the gold for it. Do smoke up, they'll send some illusions to push out the creep wave, as they are anticipating Roche being up in 30 seconds. See how long of a secondary timer it ends up being.
Alliance playing it carefully. They know what's on the line. They lose this one, they're completely out. So can't really blame them. Getting a pick off and then continue to farm up, waiting for next Roche. Let's see the timer. 37 minutes in. That's also tier 4 neutrals.
Oi.
Again, 2 minutes.
All these long Roche timers.
Are scanning.
But that's going to help Alliance, who are continuing to farm, continuing to extend that net worth lead, going for now a Hex for S4 and Refresher for Gyrocopters. He picked up this Swift Blink. Biziem get the gold there? Yes, he did. He'll take out the ward, but he's been spotted! Luckily, he's holding some of his gold as he bought that point booster. But that's so much gold going to Alliance. 608 among 4 heroes with the 437 going to the Bat Rider.
Seb again inside the Roche pit. He's really struggling this game to find where to be. I can't really blame him. They caught him so many times, and his job was to delay the game as much as possible, make them use lasso so the carries or the mid they don't die.
It's crazy to think because look at the splits between these supports. Seb was the highest farm support for a long time, but now they are getting their net worths doubled by their opposing supports.
It does happen when you die multiple times in a row. You're also Lion, so you're not good at farming, clearing the waves. You're pretty much waiting. Everyone else is getting the farm. Drow Ranger, Lincoln Sphere finished. Next on the menu is Shadowblade, Silver Edge later on. It's going to be a long way until he farms that.
So, a little bit of voice lag, but almost a 30,000 net worth lead for Alliance. Seeming impossible for OG to come back. But somehow, Lord Gaben of Dota Plus is giving a 22% chance.
Dire's middle tower.
I have seen games like this that are 100 to 0.
Pretty much, but I guess high ground defense, ET, Drow Ranger, all this minus armor, Underlord as well. DM, he's been, silent on this Underlord, trying to farm up as much as he can, building all these aura items. Nothing too flashy. Needs to finish off this Lotus Orb, which is going to protect him against the kick, lasso, good against homing missile, Hex, that's been purchased by ChYuan in the last few minutes. And of course, he finds Timeless Relic because how would Leshrac play the game if he doesn't have Timeless? It's
Are scanning.
some other tier 4s that I'm seeing. Gyro didn't pick up anything yet. There's a Trickster's Cloak in his backpack, but still having this Defiant Shell. And he will send it back. He's like, yeah, Defiant Shell, I prefer to have this one.
And another Roche picked up by Alliance.
Mortality!
Not sure how OG compete at the moment with that. Now Aegis again on Charlie. Maybe they could stop him from putting out damage, but that feels impossible. Killing him twice feels impossible. He's not died this game.
Ooh, DD Gyro now. It's time to go.
Oh,
DD Swift Blink, level 25.
Oh, boy.
6 seconds on Flat Cannon. Does have Refresher Shard available. They want to jump the high ground and delete some heroes.
How many shots does it take to kill a lion here?
Oh,
Maybe one. Maybe one. With this Daedalus as well. So, playing it very safe. About 1/4 of the duration left on this double damage. And this whole time, BZM's continuing to farm. He hit that level 20. He picks up a tier 4 token. And he will redeem that for a Spell Prism. He's looking for Lincolns as well. What did Yuragi get since he picked up this Lincolns? Nothing yet.
Still has like decent amount of gold on Yuragi, considering everything.
Radiant's top tower is
Hand of
under
Midas
attack.
available, going into that Silver Edge, but farming from really far away. He packs a punch. This is Mindbreaker, Drow Ranger with 5-6 slots. So they're still gonna give them respect. Trying to farm.
He just has to position well enough. Maybe he needs that Glacier. Just the delayed laugh. Like, come on. Silver Edge too. Like, if he can get that, it's just it really just comes down to straight up positioning, right?
If he
Because they're going to jump him potentially with the Solar Guardian.
Yeah, I mean, he does have Hurricane Pike, BKB, Silver Edge, or Shadow Blade at least coming out soon. So he can keep the distance for now. It's going to be buyback, but needs to farm some extra gold. Headset lag this time. Had a multiple
Everybody having problems with their headsets.
different lags this time. We had mouse lag, because it was
Voice
a
lag.
wireless mouse.
Got to work on the the voice ping. Imagine you had a delay from your thought to speaking, like instant like that.
But you don't?
Oh.
Are scanning.
Level 20, keeping him alive, the Outer Dissimulate ring. By the way, that was level 15 talent a few months ago.
Very balanced. But not getting that kill. Biziem, you know, he is short buyback if he were to die.
Alliance, still 2 minutes left in that Aegis. Let's see if they are gonna decide to push the high ground, risk it a little bit. There it is, Charlie's in. BM down to half HP already. But so is Charlie.
Step in. Oh. Had a good amount of damage coming through, but not going to be enough just yet. BKB popped here by Pablo. He's on the run. Ooh, Aether Remnant landed. Maybe they can get the kill here. They'll use the finger to pop the Aegis. They've got the Snowball, but it's going to be reflected back with the Lotus Orb. That's going to land. Lotus Orb again. Earth Spike stuns up DM, but they get the kill to Pablo to take him out. The last one's going to be on a BZM. BZM, you got to remember, he didn't have buyback available to him. He's 92 gold short, but they've got themselves the Pin of Malice on four of these heroes. They look over the Dawnbreaker. They get the kill to S4. He's got buyback. He's got Solar Guardian. He might need to use it. They go to a refresher, but they've got the Hex. They need to come in, but he's not going to buy back. They'll let Charlie die.
Man, Kitrak
Whoa,
is doing
you're letting
some
Charlie
work.
die.
That was 4-man Echo Stomp, and then they awake them. Want to see the damage from Drow Ranger, 8,000 damage. Like Charlie, sure, he did a lot, but the rest of the team, they got caught. And this is the reason why you pick up this guy. He can play ET, and when it comes down to the big stage, when it comes down to the games where it matters, ET is gonna be the hero that you need to pick. And Kitrak, like we really haven't seen much from him in the last 20 minutes. And Lotus Orb as well. That rocket got the back at the gyro, and finally we see Charlie biting that finger from Seb. This is just gonna be some beautiful stuff. Slow it down, enjoy the moment. This was his first death.
Dire's middle tower.
And good Hex, like they're keeping the distance. You said that the key was Yuragi's positioning, and look where he's standing. And this is the stomp. It's gonna land on every single one of them. Dawnbreaker, Starbreaker just like ended, and now they're chasing. They're gonna get another one.
Wow.
Is this it? This might be like this is why Dota Plus was also giving them such high percentage of winning this game, 20% while being 30k gold down.
They have just brought back 11,000 of that deficit,
Dire's top tower has fallen.
and things start to shake on the side of Alliance. They prove that they can do it, and Gyrocopter may be missing an opportunity, having that double damage, having that Aegis to work with, and they didn't really get much out of it. They weren't even able to take buildings.
Yeah, he also used Refresher in that one. So does not have it for the next fight. Yuragi getting closer to his level 25 talent, and we might see level 25 and Void Spirit kick back.
Pick, DM, Solar Guardian. They might just have to leave him, and by might, they do. He dies very fast.
I was about to say that we haven't seen kick being utilized. So they had like both teams having really mean high ground defense. This is lasso, blink lasso, force staff, or kick underneath the tier 4 towers or just in the middle of the team will do the trick. Biziem, shield rune available.
So 34,000 net worth here for Charlie, but Biziem's catching up.
He's running out of slots. On Gyrocopter has one left. Maybe you can buy a Moon Shard. Your Shard is not really that great. It's more of a, like support. It's not going to bring you much.
You potentially just get rid of your boots.
Yeah, but that's one extra slot. So you might, you know, get some damage. Might go for Rapier. Might buy Refresher, which you can also backpack. So might be like Refresher +1. The thing is, you don't have much gold. You're sitting on 1,700 gold. You don't have buyback available. You need to farm 2,000 gold for it.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have buyback. If they were able to take a fight right now for OG and find Charlie out, they could potentially just finish. But creeps are pushing in bottom. They need to be careful about that. This is a massive wave coming into the bottom lane. Alliance now trying to hold on. What does Dota say now? It says 56-44. Whoa.
It's getting there. It's getting very close.
Are also getting relatively close to tier 5s. But 15 minutes, right?
We just picked up tier 4. Some
24, 25%. Everybody gonna disconnect here as we've got the pauses and, a little bit of spiking. People want to have the right ping, maybe. The ping goes from 34 to 35
maybe
and lose 11,000 on your net width.
Pausing it for Alliance because he does have Earth Spike. Landed a really good Earth Spike in the previous game.
My God.
Could be. Next Roche also could be spawning in minute and 20 seconds. So everyone's going to restart, come back into the game.
Anything's possible.
Yeah,
every Roche has been taken by Alliance, right?
Yeah.
I sensed the joke coming.
No, there's no joke. There's nothing. Literally nothing. Nada. Zero.
I heard that anything is possible. The response, I was like,
Well, anything is possible if you lie. That's
yeah.
That's how I got this job. I lied on my resume.
MMR is higher than this. Or lower than this.
Radiant are scared.
Yuragi is chasing. There's Jam on
Yuragi.
and
Oh, they've got the Hex. They missed the stun. And now it might be time to retreat a little bit.
His top tower is under attack.
They didn't end up getting that second Hex on S4 yet, but I think he disconnected. He's going to have to re-queue it up if that's what he wants. You have DM back. He's got Fiend's Gate. Oh, S4. Shards. Those will get thrown. You've got a Spirit. You've got the Fiend's Gate. Now they're going to come and have DM available into the fight. They're tracking S4 here. Stomp will be used. That doesn't land on anything. You got to remember now, Charlie's still short the buyback.
they place down Observer Ward again.
This Roche.
They see Charlie. Rest of the team. Not everyone is close to him.
Ooh, Smokes might break here. Handsken's in a great position. They'll go, jump in. The BKB's going to be popped. Biziem's going to start to retreat on this one. They still see Charlie coming off to the side. Cutting down some of those trees with the Celestial Hammer, not giving options for Alliance or OG to really hide in that area. That's where Handsken was hiding before. Bottom creep wave pushing in once more. You'd always be careful with that.
It's being pinged out. It's not a catapult wave, so it's not the worst, but these creeps are going to deal some damage. This is very important. Fourth Roche about to respawn in a minute. They don't know about it.
Under attack.
Biziem did one hell of a job baiting them.
Oh, they're going to jump in at the same time. They use the finger immediately. They look for the right clicks. They don't have the damage to finish him off yet. S4 survives. Now they're going to go to the back lines. They've got Charlie coming in with the BKB. He's going to look and go for Yuragi, who pops his own BKB. He needs to get out. The snowball's in. He's in trouble. He'll die. Oh, the air spike's not going to be enough. They're going to buy back here on S4. They'll get the Solar Guardian that's going to be placed right on top of Charlie, as well as the rest of this team. They get the kick. It's on a Kitrak right over to Charlie. The damage is there. They get themselves another one. They'll find DM. They'll clean up the Underlord, and that will be 4 dead.
They only used one buyback.
Roche is
for
in
that.
30 seconds, though.
Yeah, OG, they did not want to commit with the buybacks for this one. They barely killed Dawnbreaker. He would have lived. The Firestorm damage did finish him off. They need like 1 arrow, but they don't want to go for Roche. They want to go and see how many buybacks they can get out of this one. Yeah.
A tithe to the Imperials.
Radiant's top tower.
The Remnant connects. He doesn't have an Aegis. But he does have buyback available now, and he goes up out of the high ground. They'll get that glyph. Handsken looking for a blink opportunity with the lasso, but BZM, he's holding on to a Lincoln's. Call down to deter them from walking forward, and this is looking like it might be a set of racks, but they go to the Earthspike. They've got the lasso. They get to go to
need more.
Sid.
They
He
need all the
jumps in.
buybacks.
Now they're all going to buy back. They're going to have to go here. They've got the right clicks coming up from Yuragi. The Force Staff away. The Pit of Malice is no longer going to get him beat under the feet of Charlie, but there's the Lotus Orb, and they've got the sweep on the 2. 8th the Remnant lands. They've got the sleep. They have the Astral Step. They're looking for the damage. The Gust lands to get the kill to Charlie. They'll take out Pablo and this Ruthless Track. Oh my god. It is OG holding again.
They used pretty much all of their buybacks except for Void Spirit, so now they need to get Roche. Roche is on Radiant side, so that's going to be... Where's the Roche? Yeah, he's going through the gate, so that's Aghanim Scepter now, and people still having some lag issues for now, so they're going to keep disconnecting. On side of Alliance, there is no buyback available for Dawnbreaker, so he needs to be careful. He used it in the previous one. Who gets the Aghanim Scepter? That's the question. I think you give it to ET. Draw Ranger has it. Void Spirit has it. If it's going to be Alliance not contesting this Roche.
I mean, who else would it be? Lion. He's only got 3 stacks on the finger.
Now, it could be Underlord, but I think you give it to Elder Titan so he can, with Shard, jump in front of them. He's also trying to build BKB of his own. Getting closer to that.
I mean, I
Level 20.
don't
natural
hate it
order
on
radius.
DM, right?
Yeah, on DM, it's also fine. I just don't give it to Lion.
I'm just thinking in my head, like, if you land a Pit of Malice, then you just throw a Fiend's Gate right on top of them, and then it gets another Pit of Malice on them.
It's also just like the slow. It's a really good 40% slow.
Oh, Handsken. Oh, Solar Guardian. But Seb, he might just die, and he doesn't have buyback. The right click's coming in from the high ground. Oh my
Blink.
god,
He's
Handsken
going
needs a
in.
little bit, and he's gonna die. BZM goes in, dissimulate, going towards S4 as well as Pablo.
There's Gem on the ground. It's being pinged out. Yuragi wants someone to
pinging
pick
Roche
it up.
as well.
Kitrak already has one. The Courier is
Courier's
coming.
going
Yeah,
from Seb.
Seb will pick it up. Pablo, he's there. 30 seconds until Gyrocopter. Pablo setting up some vision. They know. They just saw him.
Yuragi into the pit. He's gonna start it himself. They got the gem on Seb's Courier, by the way. This is going to be Ag's Blessing. Who's going to take it? It looks like it'll be DM with him, the only one else in the pit. Ag's Blessing.
They're thinking he needs to
Helped by-
get the hell
yeah,
out of here.
Being helped by Yuragi.
Yeah, it's not safe for now. They want to get out. Gyrocopter, he still needs another item, sitting on 6,000 gold. Has Refresher queued up just for that double BKB, double Satanic.
So we'll be passed to DM. He'll have that Ag's Blessing. He'll have the Pit of Malice upgrade, where it gives the 40% movement slow, and also the Pit of Malice that comes around the Fiend's Gate.
You're getting closer to some like level 25s. DM 24 right now. Bit of Malice Root, it's a good one, but
Yeah,
so is
with
the
the
other
Axe as
one.
well.
Yeah, so is the other one. Atrophy, Allied Hero bonus. Void Spirit did hit his in the previous fight, so having that Astral Step crit. So the
Yuragi's
Yuragi
had his, it's
marksmanship is 52% chance now, almost 100%.
Of course, Gyro's got his, that Flak Cannon cooldown reduction. They took the Starbreaker cooldown reduction.
Dire's bottom tower.
One creep to 25 for Bat Rider. And they're smoked up. I mean, they're coming through bottom. They know they have S4 on the Solar Guardian. Yuragi, though, standing his ground. They're going to jump in. They've got themselves the Hex after the break of the Lincolns. They've got Charlie going in for the damage. Call down, Rocket Barrage, Force Staff out of the low ground. Kitrak trying to get out. And he is taking the attention of both this Leshrac as well as this Gyro away from the fight.
Oh,
they go to the last, so it's going to be onto the Lion. They'll catch Sam. They look over Yuragi. They get the Aegis out of his hand so quickly. Oh, my God. He is in trouble. Here comes the Pit of Malice because it's going to be
He's
placed down with
left
the
alone.
They're trying to get Yuragi
Cheese.
out. Oh, he ate the cheese with 1 health left. He's able to survive, and now he's trying to run away from S4. They've got the Leshrac on top of Biziem, but Pit of Malice is going to be down. Now, Manta, no, stun, Leshrac cleaning up. They get the kills on a DM and Biziem. Whoa, they don't have buyback on 3 of those heroes that are dead. They have buyback on Biziem, but that's it.
Oh, that's like Alliance, they need to go. This was like very nice play from DM. He gave them the cheese. Yuragi made the slot, putting power treads in the backpack, but it was not enough. He also blinked in aggressively into them, I believe. That was this kick was not connecting, and now they're gonna go for the high ground. In terms of buybacks, Alliance, they do have one on Gyro, they do have one on Leshrac available, and that's what matters. Just having more buybacks on your cores. ChYuan thinking about jumping in. Blink Hex, Yuragi needs to be careful.
They were able to pop the Lincolns.
Radiant's middle tower.
Needs to really watch his positioning. He's got that E-Blade. He has the Hex, and they're going to take Megas.
Radiant structures are falling.
BZM jumping in, has the Dissimulate, jumps back. Now they've got the Sweep. They have the Aether Remnant. Now they're going to throw the Earth Spike, but that's going to be reflected back. The damage coming in. Oh, Charlie dead.
Exploded.
He's gone. No Mega Creeps just yet. They've got the BKB. ChYuan trying to run. Blink out from Handsken. He'll TP away, but ChYuan might not be so fortunate. The chase down is there from Kitrak. They're also looking over at S4. He uses that Starbreaker, but the TP out. He's able to escape. Seb keeping vision here on S4, but who else does he have with him? Blink in 3 seconds. Pablo's there with a double damage. May not want to make this move, but there's the jump in. Has the Boots of Travel level 2, the Celestial Hammer, but the Silence is there with the Resonant Pulse, so he's not able to jump to it. They use the finger. They've got the Hex. They have the control. BKB Starbreaker? No. Yuragi's got the kill.
Boots of Travel too, making a difference. ChYuan managing to get out because that 1 extra second less definitely couldn't get out. If he didn't have it, Echo Stomp would connect, and then you would be forced to maybe use a buyback. And now with bots 2 on Void Spirit, he TP's in, and now BZM.
So Seb this time's caught.
BZM, he's stinking. He has way too many items. Bots 2 has Echo Saber in the backpack. Also Divine Rapier queued up.
Rapier queued up.
Yeah, Divine Rapier with level 25 talent. It's, decent amount of damage. Draw Ranger. Also going for Swift Blink. But for now, gonna save the buyback. His buyback's gonna reset in less than 2 minutes. You said we might see... You remember when you said... Tier 5 items? That was like 30 minutes ago with the pauses.
Radiant are scanning.
I was right. Well, not yet. I don't want to jinx it. 3 minutes left on Aegis. Or, on Roche respawning. Speak. Swift Blink next. Wisdom Runes available. That one will be picked up by Pablo, who's level 25, and he's got that Snowball cooldown. Now he'll hit that level 26. Another one picked up by Yuragi, trying to get him potentially just to level 30 as quickly as they can.
Power of this ET plus Drow Ranger. Now with ET having BKB, he can get on top of people. DM?
That Tormentor like 2 shots.
I think you use Firestorm now on Void Spirit, who's going to be jumping in, or on ET, who can swap positions on Echo Stomp with his Shard. Mostly going to be used on Void Spirit.
4-man smoke. Of course, DM can be in there with the upgrade of Fiend's Gate. He wants to hit that level 25. Yet to do that just yet. Or, well, yet to do that. I don't know why I said yet twice. But, coming all the way around, and these heroes on Alliance may not be aware of the positioning of OG. Gyro look for the moon chart. He's got 7,000.
BZM has shield rune. That's extra 2,000 HP on BZM. Let's see if that can save him.
Coming through, BZM in trouble, but the pin mouse comes in. That's because of the Fiend's Gate. They're onto the backlines. They're looking over. Instead, they get the kill there.
On 3 of them.
Now focusing his attention. It's going to be onto the Drow. They've got the Snowball coming in on the ET. Now, Kitrak gone. 2 heroes down with the buyback being used by Seb. They'll use the refresher. The right click's coming in from Yuragi. He's going to be focused. He goes up to the Glacier. Now he's got the homing missile coming down as well. So they'll call down. They'll get the kill onto the Drow. They'll take him out. BZM is gone as well. 2 minutes. Sidelines gone. Buyback used immediately. Charlie had the damage went right for this Drow.
Even the shield rune, 2,000 extra HP on Void Spirit didn't make the difference. ET sleep onto 3 of them plus Earth Splitter, still not enough. Like Gyro and Leshrac, they're just like doing way too much. The amount of control that they have with the BKBs, like the kicks, the punches, Solar Guardian on top of them, hexes. And they're gonna run in. They want these mega creeps. That's range barracks sitting at 500 HP, dies in 2 hits pretty much.
Or just
Radiant's top barracks.
Edicts. So Mega Creeps is something that they can defend against, but BZM, he's short the gold on this buyback. He's still dead for over a minute. They'll look at the tier 4. They've got the flak cannon to do the damage, and Seb needs to hide in the trees away from the flak because he does not have a lot of life. Shards call down now. A little bit of a zoning spell.
Level
and
25
they'll start to go for the throne.
A lot of damage.
Her spike coming in. Now they've got the Lotus. Seb trying to stand his ground while the right-click damage comes out from Yuragi. But what right-click damage? The creeps are coming in. They need to take him off of the throne. It's down to about half health.
Game.
Kitrak is gone. GG is called. We're going to a game 3 between Alliance and OG.